Thousands of people are feared dead after two powerful earthquakes struck Venezuela on Wednesday, causing widespread destruction in and around the capital, Caracas. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, a magnitude 7.2 quake hit about 160 kilometers west of Caracas, followed less than a minute later by a stronger 7.5 tremor. The back-to-back quakes triggered violent aftershocks and left entire neighborhoods in ruins. Emergency crews worked through the night in Caracas and surrounding areas, pulling survivors from collapsed buildings as desperate families searched for missing relatives. Many residents described scenes of panic, with people running into the streets as structures gave way. Interim President Delcy Rodriguez said at least 164 people had been confirmed dead and nearly 1,000 injured. She warned that the death toll could rise as rescue teams continue searching through the rubble, particularly in the hard-hit coastal state of La Guaira.
Al momento, las cifras que tenemos ya registradas es 164 fallecidos, 971 heridos, con 30 réplicas que se han producido desde los dos eventos principales consecutivos que tuvimos a las 6 de la tarde. Yo quería dirigirme al país para solicitar el apoyo del sector privado que nos permita alquilar maquinaria amarilla para las labores de rescate. Ya muy temprano hablé con el presidente de Fedecámara y están activando todas las cámaras empresariales y comerciales que permitan este proceso que nosotros en estas primeras horas del día.
Officials said dozens of buildings collapsed in La Guaira, where the airport also suffered structural damage. Communications and electricity were cut off in several areas, complicating rescue efforts. Unconfirmed estimates have raised fears of a much higher death toll. The USGS, using predictive modeling, suggested fatalities could reach into the thousands and possibly exceed 10,000. A separate opposition-run tracking site listed more than 24,000 people as unaccounted for, though authorities have not verified that figure. Survivors described the intensity of the shaking and the speed of the destruction. One resident in Caracas said the experience felt like a horror movie, while others reported entire apartment blocks collapsing within seconds. The quake struck during a public holiday when many people were at home. In several neighborhoods, emergency services struggled to reach affected areas due to blocked roads and damaged infrastructure. International assistance is now being mobilized. Search and rescue teams from Spain, France, Switzerland, Germany, China, and several Latin American countries are preparing to deploy. The International Federation of Red Cross and Red Crescent Societies has also released emergency funding to support relief operations. U.S. officials said military assets would be sent to assist rescue efforts, including support for operations at the damaged airport. UN agencies have warned that a large-scale humanitarian response will be required, noting that millions of Venezuelans were already in need of assistance before the disaster. President Rodriguez thanked international partners for their support and called for national unity as rescue operations continue. She said Venezuela would prioritize saving lives and restoring basic services in the worst affected areas. Venezuela sits on a major seismic fault line where the Caribbean and South American tectonic plates meet, making earthquakes a recurring threat. The country's worst recorded quake killed tens of thousands in 1812, according to U.S. geological data. Rescue efforts are expected to continue around the clock as authorities race to locate survivors before time runs out.